Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, a place where I share my experience as a boarding school student. Guys, have you ever been bullied by a senior and you wish to act, you wish to fight back but can't because of the consequences, so you decided to let the matter slide? Well, in this story, my friend didn't let the matter slide. She took action into her hand, and I'm not going to lie, I kind of like what she did. So let's move to the story. So during this seniority era in my school, and in boarding school, seniority is priority. It is everything. If you're a senior, you're a senior. You would want to act like a senior. So that time we were just promoted to another class, higher class. So my sets then were promoted to SS2. Then the sets before us were promoted to SS3. And there's one thing in my school: SS2 has to fetch water for SS3 and clean the hostel, while the SS1 students will just clean the environment, sweep classes if it is your turn to sweep your class, and some staff office like that. SS1 students will do the cleaning. So during this time, the seniors before us, they've done their own part. They fetch water for seniors and the rest, so it was our turn to fetch water for them. And they share it according to how you resumed the school when you started. So I started late. I didn't have any senior as my bunk partner. When I started, I think I was the only one on my bunk. Yes, I was the only one on my bunk, and that bunk was the bunk close to the door. So this my friend Ada, she was in the same class with me, like art class. We're both in art class. So this girl, she was um a junior to, what is that her name again? Let me not call her real name, let me just give her another name. Let me call her June. So she was the bunk partner of senior June, so she has to fetch water for senior June. And sometimes safe, she can even wash senior June's uniform. But in my own hostel, I was for all one bay, they don't allow that. The only thing they can do is to fetch water for that senior. So when senior June, when she was in SS2, that she was fetching water for another SS3 students before that one left the school, she only has one bucket, just one. So, and even that one bucket safe, at a point she couldn't find it. I don't know what happened to the bucket, but she couldn't find it. So she, every morning she would ask us one bila, one bila, that is one bowl of water for her to bathe. So if she collects, if we give her one bowl of water from maybe 5 6 people, that one, the water will be enough for her to have a bath. So she would, that was how she was living during that time, during her SS2 period. But the moment she got to SS3, guys, this lady came with buckets, with two buckets, one 20-liter bucket, one 15 liters if I remember correctly, and one 25 liters jerry can. We were shocked, because somebody that can't fetch water for herself, you brought this kind of buckets, those things for another person to fetch for you. We didn't say anything. Even that my friend, let me call her Ada, she didn't mind. She was still fetching the water. But the painful part of this matter is, if that girl fetch water for you, if she fetches water for you today, those three gorodom you brought, you would finish it. Even if she did not finish it, she would call her friends from another hostel to come and use the water. Just imagine the wickedness. So it continued like that, and during the dry season, if you get water, then it is by luck. But you would expect her to fetch those buckets and that jerry can. So it continued like that, and Ada was complaining bitterly. I won't lie to you, at a point I was very very angry. Me, I was lucky because I resumed the school late, so no senior for me. I was a free girl then. I only helped my hostel member, some of them, to fetch water for their senior. That is if I wish to. So this other girl, she discovered that this senior June was doing all of this on purpose just to punish her or to prove that she's a senior. So there was this Friday, we didn't get enough water, so Ada just tried to fetch the two buckets, the 20 liters and the 15 liters, for this senior June. So on Saturday morning, Saturday is free for everybody, no morning classes, nothing, just prep. That prep is in the evening, maybe around 4:35, if I still remember. So when senior June came out, she wanted to wash her school uniform, and then, you know as a senior that she is, she would sew new school uniform, bring new school bag, new sandals, new socks, and everything would just be new. So she just bought socks, everything. She just bought everything, even her uniform. I think two of it. She just bought everything. So she wanted to wash her uniform and her bedspread that Saturday morning. Immediately she got to her under her bunk, and she discovered that the 25 liters was empty. Hey, my God, guys, she was just shouting. She yelled at this girl. In fact, not just yelled at her, she embarrassed her, because some of her mates were present, even people from another hostel. There was one hostel facing our hostel, so they were just looking at her that, Kilo Shelley, what happened? She really embarrassed the girl that morning. After saying all of that, guys, she went to pick Ada's water, and this Ada, she was using just one bucket then, one paint bucket. So she helped you fetch your paint bucket and the 15 liters. Please, how many uniform do you want to wash? Just two, and one bedspread. So you cannot manage that 15 liters to wash it. She took Ada's water and used it to wash her uniform. From where I sat down, I could tell that Ada was very, very angry. But, she didn't show her emotions that day. She only kept quiet and was just looking at the senior June. In fact, she even told her, Senior June, I'm sorry. Hey? I was boiling that. Hey, me. I would never say sorry to somebody like that. But unknown to me that this girl, this Ada, she has her own plan. So she watched Senior June wash her uniform, wash her bedspread and everything. I was myself and one other girl, the one who gave Ada water from our own water so she could wash her uniform. So in the evening, we were just sitting down. This Ada is a dangerous girl. She didn't even say anything to me, her bestie. So in the evening, Senior June just called everybody, like emergency call. Yes, that was what we call it then. Emergency call. That everybody should come. When we came, she said she's looking for a uniform. Which uniform? She said the one she washed and spread this morning. Guys, we looked for that uniform. Not just our own hostel, another hostel. We couldn't find the uniform that day. So after about 1 hour, she even searched our bags. After about 1 hour, Ada just told me that, girl, come, I have something you would like. I said, something I would like. She said, trust me now, just follow me, you would like it. Lo and behold, when we got to our Bombay area, Ada has already thrown this Senior June's uniform, both of our uniforms, inside the sockaway, because our sockaway then has this little opening. She folded it and threw it inside the sockaway. I said, Jesus. I was so shocked at first. I said, why would you do that? She just bought those uniforms. She said, I'll show this senior that if she's crazy, I am more crazier. Guys, I would end this story here because the story still has part, so I don't want to waste much of your time. So just follow me for you to listen to the rest of the story. Thank you.